what stress is aligned and what stress is not.
People ignore when they're going through these things.
Ignoring a person
is
emotionally abusive.
People ignore when they're going through these things.
My girlfriend, that through thick and thin. My girlfriend. Hey, girlfriends.
Have you ever noticed how everything seems heavy right now and you just can't pinpoint the reason why? Money stressful, relationship seems complicated, and you're just mentally exhausted. And you even on your good days.
In this episode, we're talking about how money, partnerships, and mental health are all connected and how all three of them can sometimes wear you down. And it's about deciphering, is it because life is busy or is it because life is unbalanced? If you've been overwhelmed but pretending that everything is good on the outside, this episode is for you. So, let's unpack it, girlfriends.
Let's get into this money thing.
Yeah, it's like money is constantly the background noise in every situation.
Yeah, I feel like, especially in the time that we're living in right now, everything's so expensive. And it's like, even if you are making enough, not a lot, but enough, you're only surviving. Like, it's like a rabbit hole. Like, it's a constant thing you gotta have. And then when you do get, you gotta pay, you know? So I feel like people right now are really drowning in financial
freedom. I think like money stress is not about being broke. It's just like about being financially stable and like not having to worry about what comes next or worry about if I'll have the extra money to do this. Like money can actually cause a lot of strain. Even if it's not just like I'm not broke, but I have a lot of responsibilities that I need to handle.
Yeah. So even if I can, if I'm making enough to do this, but what about the other things that I need to do or would like to do? If you're not like financially stable, those things can wear on your brain a lot. Probably wear on your health for real, because you're stressing, you're worrying, you're thinking all the time. Like, how can I make this amount stretch for everything that I have to take care of? So yeah, I think right now money for a lot of people is like
it's a big deal. And not even
always a stress though.
Always a stress, but it is a big deal. Like money topics come up all the time. Like whether you're single, whether you're with a partner, like you have these expectations that you're expected to do, and they all require money.
Yeah,
they all
everything.
Just
to walk outside,
requires money.
You're spending $100 or more. Anytime I feel like anytime I'm outside, it's like $100's gone. And make you want to stay in the house.
You want to do. You really want to do like so much.
Yeah,
but the money sometimes limits it. Or even if you do this so much, then now replenishing the money that you already spent.
Yeah, it's like your brain is literally always
money.
Like, I got 50 here, I got 70 there, let me put that together, now I got to pay this, I got to pay that. It's always a mental math thing going on in your head when it comes to like financial or whatever.
It's like, is there ever a finish line where we could financially exhale and not worry about the next dollar that's about to come?
Like, or the next dollar I'm going to have to spend.
Or the next dollar that I'm about to spend. Like, when can I relax and not worry about money?
Like, I don't think that's even possible, because it's like, is there ever an end date to rent and mortgage? This is forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot to have to always give.
I think like my pastor, he would always say you need six streams of income. And like at first I used to think that was like, that's crazy, that's a stretch. Who actually has 6 streams of income? But I think that in this world that we're in right now, you do need to have like at least 4 different streams of income, because you always need money. You're always going to need more money.
I literally 2 days ago was in Walmart and I had one of their little stupid paper bags, because in California, we have to have paper bags. So I had one of these little stupid paper bags and it was $70. $70 should not be able to fit in a paper bag.
I think like mostly like stuff has gone up really too. And I guess like just trying to figure out and create a budget may like take off some of that stress. Like I literally have like a bills note in my phone, and these are all the bills. Like, I already know these bills are gonna happen. But I think like sometimes even with having that list and knowing what I gotta pay, like the money disappears. And it disappears fast. And it's like, where?
It's almost like you're getting paid and still feeling behind or still feeling like something's running up behind you. It's like it's chasing you. Bills and rent.
Take cover on my shirt.
They're constantly chasing you. I'm on the run. Literally running behind me. You know? So
that's funny.
Yeah, definitely right now for me too. Money having me in a chokehold. Like, it be catching up too.
And I wonder like how does like comparing like money, like I'm a single woman, so my money is my money and that's my money and I do what I do with my money. But like even when you're in a partnership or when you're with somebody, like is your money your money? Is y'all money? Or like how does that work? Like even being married, like if one person buys something, are we going in on this? Like, cause that's a topic of conversation too.
I feel like for me right now, like your money is your money and my money is my money, but we come together when it comes time to take care of the things that need to be taken care of. I feel like that's important. Like I don't want one pot of money.
I feel like your money could be your money and my money could be my money, but also I also in the same sense feel like you better be coming with the money that you need to come when we coming together for this money. Because if you don't come, then you don't have no money, and we need to put our money together.
Like
because
right
it's been confusion
in my life. That's where it's at. Like your money is your money. I'm not counting your pockets. Please don't count mine.
Don't worry about what I'm.
But when the pot comes together, it got to come together. You know, I used to struggle with people like having like joint bank accounts or whatever. Like we can have a joint bank account, but baby, I still need my own.
I feel like I want my own bank account. We can have a joint bank account, and that's our joint bank account. But I still want
that's
my
our
money.
joint for bills and whatever we gonna put.
But this account over here is mine. You gotta always have a safety net.
Count my pockets. Don't count my pockets. I don't want to count yours.
I mean, that seemed like crazy. Like you don't even want to be having like a full connection. Because what if something go wrong?
What you mean?
Like, don't count my money. Don't worry about what I got in the bank.
No, it's not like really like, why are you counting my money though? Why are you worried about what I got going on?
It's my money.
Yeah, we gonna come together and our pot's still gonna be what our pot gonna be, but that's your money. I'm not counting your pot.
I'm not counting your money, so don't count my money.
Or how you spend it or what you doing. But long as we could come together and, you know, do what we gotta do.
I do feel like I want my own.
Just imagine like when you get a man or a husband and you got 95 Amazon packages coming every single day. He gonna be like, what is you? He gonna be all in your pockets, and don't worry about my pockets.
But do you think that like things change? Like, okay, for example, like my brother, his wife, she handled the finances. She handled all the finances. Get his money, he give it to her. She handled the finances, and they go from that. Like
that's old school loving.
That's old school loving, and I really think that I would like the old school loving, but I also would like to have my own money, like in my savings. Like I would like to know something that I got.
But I feel like bringing it to me is putting a burden on you a little bit. Now you got to handle everything. You pay that bill too.
I like to handle stuff. I like to say, give me the money, give me all the money, and I'll handle it. I'll get all the bills paid, and we'll be living a good old life. Like everything will be good.
But that's an extra. Remember us talking about how our plate be full sometimes. Now you got to sit down and.
I mean, my man can do it if he want to do it, but I won't. I'm not give you all my money. I'm not give you all. But
you would like him to give you all.
If he want to. If he want to.
No.
He can't. But my money. I'm going to put what I need to put towards whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but I say that because like I sometimes see couples who like married couples who are like, maybe they go and spend some money and they'll be like, oh, send me my half back, or I'm gonna send you my part of that. Like, so I don't know like if it's like that makes me wonder like if there's two separate monies, or if we all doing this together, or what like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's definitely two separate monies in that situation.
Yeah.
Because it's like this bill, like a calendar. At my house right now, we have a calendar. So this is due on this day. This is due on it. We know what's due, and you gonna send me that when that's due. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna pay it, or you gonna pay whatever. I want you to be able to pay the bills. Like I want you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to be like, oh, I gotta call these people. I gotta sit online, and you can do that too.
Yeah. If it gotta be done. Yeah, so I think that money could be a stress just even by yourself. It could be a stress even with partners, like, and even expectations of a partner. Like, if there's a person that has expectations that their partner's supposed to pay for everything, that's kind of not realistic because
not in this time.
It's not really. The economy is so expensive. I cannot afford both you and I. Like, I can't.
I don't know what he making to be able to take care of the whole house.
Something he making something. If he making that, baby, if you making that,
shawty swing my way. Yeah, no, yeah, having a supportive, that's like comes into like kind of like having a supportive partner, or I think talking, being able to communicate what we need and how it works for us. Yeah. Every house ain't gonna work the same. You know what I'm saying? So that may work for them, but it may not work for you. Yeah. When you have your partner, you just gotta go with what works for you too. You can't use these unrealistic Sarah.
Like sometimes they have unrealistic expectations from maybe social media,
or even just like their friends.
Their friends.
Sarah man pay all the bills. Well, honey, my bank account don't allow me to pay all the bills, so now you mad.
And that's true. Like it was I think this lady at my job. She was like, "Oh yeah, my man pays all the bills or whatever." But then also her man works at like Lockheed or like somewhere where he could afford to do that. Yeah. But that's not like the reality of everybody's bank account. So having a supportive partner and having somebody that's supportive with you is like kind of like important to and that's like partnership in any type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like having that conversation and also being candid and being able to be like, hey, I don't got it. Yeah. And your partner being like, oh, I got it.
Well, Ella May got that new song out that be like, it says something like, if you got 20, I got the 80. Even if you got that 20, I got the 80. I was listening to it, I'm like, okay, girl, talk your stuff. Because a lot of times people feel like we're supposed to come 50-50. But no, you're just supposed to be that extra for your person. Yeah. So if you only got 20 today, I got your 80. Yeah. If I only got 20 today, then you carry that 80. That song was kind of good. Ellie, you did that. I gotta go back and listen to it, but
I'm screaming.
But yeah. So you literally have to be with someone who lightens your load. Yeah. In any instinct.
And I think that's why, like, when you think about money, partnership, and mental health being connected, it's because each one of those hold such a significant place in your being that if they're unbalanced, if they're unstable, like, say you got the money, but your partnership is kind of like questionable. You don't know what's really going on. Y'all arguing all the time lately. Like, y'all really unbalanced right now, and you can't really put a pinpoint on what's going on. I think that has the ability to make you feel like overwhelmed inside because like this is something that you gotta make work. This is something that you want to make work. So that can overwhelm you as well. Like even if it's not the money aspect, sometimes partnerships can make you unbalanced.
Yeah, it don't have to be abuse or they're not a terrible partner. It's just being absent where it matters.
And I think like any relationship, close friends relationships, like relationships with your co-parent, like if you co-parenting, your romantic relationships, like all type of those relationships, they can play a role in your unbalancing of your day to day.
Definitely, in all relationships, you have to have a whole honey. Whichever way it goes.
Whatever way it goes.
You need that honey. I don't care who carrying it. You got it.
And some days it could be 80. Some days it just wasn't a day. And that day we made it through the day with 80%. But at the end of the day, 80% when you don't check on it, when you don't fix it, when you don't come and be like, you know what? I noticed this, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Low on fuel.
I noticed that you've been distant or whatever. How can I help you? Yeah. It's important to really check on your partner to see like, how can I help you? Or how have I showed you love today? Or how can I make your day lighter? Because if you don't do that, then maybe this week we were at 80%. Next week we at 70%. Yeah. Then now we at 50%. And now I'm unbalanced. And now I'm walking around feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. And I'm not really talking about it, but I'm overwhelmed. And it has nothing to do with my money, but my mental health.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that loneliness hits harder when you're not technically alone. I honestly, truly believe that because it's like I'm looking at you right here and I feel alone, but I'm not technically alone. You know what I'm saying? That has to be like bigger than being. I think when you're alone for real, you know how to like cope with that. You know how to like handle that. I'm what they say, you do bad by yourself. You know
I already know what's gonna happen.
I can.
Ain't no surprises coming.
But it's like when you're with somebody and you feel like you're not with me 100%, that loneliness hits way harder.
Even deeper. And it's just like, really, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And I think like being with somebody that doesn't lighten your load and doesn't realize when you feeling lonely or doesn't help you when you feel overwhelmed, that could be a stress on you. That could be a strain on you. And why you don't say nothing all the time, like at the end of the day, when you really think about it, I'm not happy right now.
Yeah.
And most women are driven off of emotions. So if I'm not happy right now and we can't seem to get it right,
a lot of things ain't gonna work.
I'm telling you right now, you unhinged. And when I talk about a scale, I'm a Libra. The scale gotta be balanced. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about that and your scale is over here because now I'm not feeling supported by you, my money is questionable. Even it is, I mean, it's there, but maybe I don't have enough to go to the spa this week and you not reading that I need to go get a massage and I just need a day off because you too busy, whatever you doing. And now mentally, I'm exhausted.
Start draining on your mental.
Yeah.
Like, it can honestly like sometimes make you just like numb to the situation. Like everything's going on and you're just, you know what I'm saying? Not don't even know how to cope with it anymore, you know? And it starts to like drain on your everyday life. Everything is now like, I'm at work, this is getting on my nerves. Or it don't even be nobody else. It's just like literally mentally, internally, you got so much going on that every little thing that's happening is starting to wear on you or starting to make you mad. Or like,
and that's why I think it's very important in partnerships that you first learn your partner's love language. And I think that you can't really try to, sometimes people do in relationships, they use the silent treatment. And I don't think that's effective at all in a relationship. No. And the more that it happens, the further that you push your partner away. And now they don't feel safe to maybe even argue with you because then it's 2 weeks of the silent treatment. It's 3 weeks of us not even...
A month,
6 months. You know what I'm saying? Until now we're not speaking at months at a time.
Yeah.
And so I think that you have to really mature and really think as a mature adult when it comes to that part or that aspect. We're not going to agree on everything. But my main... what I want for you, I want you to be in a healthy space mentally. I don't want you to feel like we're going to argue today and I ain't going to talk to you for 2 weeks. And I think that sometimes in partnerships, that can cause us to also have unbalanced emotions. And now, because we're unbalanced with this relationship or whatever, now I'm okay. The money might be fine.
Yeah.
But now in this relationship, we ain't talking. We ain't been talking for 2 weeks. Now I can't even be who I need to be to the people around me, these other relationships, because this is now has me down to like 50% because now every day I'm thinking about this same argument. I'm drained. I wake up drained because you got this stanky attitude that we could have just talked about.
I think me personally,
You got a stanky attitude that we could have just talked about.
I am literally the silent treatment.
I think that
don't me off. That's how
I really think that's a form of abuse.
Yeah.
I really think that you don't never have to put your hands on somebody to really like be emotionally abusive to them. And I think that ignoring a person is emotionally abusive. It definitely is because you're ignoring this person.
What if you're trying? What if your silent treatment is avoiding arguments? So.
No, that silent treatment is not avoiding an argument because when y'all actually finally talk, there's still going to be an argument. Now I'm even more pissed because you didn't ignore me for 3 weeks and now you think I'm finna talk to you? No, get up out my face. So I don't think that that's ever something that you should do to your partner, like at all. If we beefing, if we having an issue, I'm going to verbally tell you, like, look, right now.
I'm going to tell you and then leave it.
No, but you're going to leave it in the air and ignore them while it's in the air like a balloon with helium in it, just up in the air.
But honestly, if you throw a balloon up, not a helium balloon, throw that balloon up it's supposed to come back down. I threw it up in the air. What you want to do about it?
No, but if you literally say, I'm done, I don't want to talk about it, I'm not talking about it, that's not throwing a balloon up in
I feel like with me personally, I talk about it. I say I'm going to say how I feel. And when the conversation ain't going the way it needs to go, now it's dead. And I'm not doing it anymore.
But is it dead, or do you not want to talk about it no more? Because those are two different things. So if you say that it's dead, it ain't. Because if it's dead, why are you walking around with a stank attitude?
Oh, no. I mean, like, people could die and then you be still... Girl. You still upset 7 years later. What you talking about?
I think that if you give yourself that, if something happened and I'm so upset...
I'm not saying I'm dead in the issue.
I'm just saying if something happens and you're so upset, you need to be like, hey, right now, I can't talk about this. But come back in 2 hours or however much time you need. But we have to become emotionally intelligent adults. And that is not the way to be an emotionally intelligent adult, is to hold on to these things. Like, is the point of holding on to this so you know I'm mad? Because they already know you're mad at the first second of it. They already know you're mad. They know that. So I think now, how can we get past this?
I am you're not seeing things my way or something like that. I think I can see your way if it's correct. If it's wrong,
that's probably
if it's wrong, and I keep explaining to you how this is not making sense, and you're like, yes, it is. Yep, we're done. And when you realize it makes sense, then you come back and talk to me and tell them, if you cannot realize, you got nothing to say. We ain't got nothing to say because I didn't play it. I should like every single direction of the way this don't sit right. How that ain't right. And listen, now I'm not gonna talk. I'm not talking no more. Until you come back to me and let me know where
the disconnect was. I think that also, like, partnerships can weigh on you, and when they get to the point where you feel like you're carrying life alone, like where you feel like every responsibility is on you, everything that has to be done is on you. And honestly, I've been single for about 3 years, 3.5 years. And it's been so peaceful because I know everything has to be on me and everything is on me, and there's no
you're not looking for somebody
you know
else
what I'm
to carry
saying?
that.
But like, I think that what would stew me, like what would really like trigger me in a relationship, is if I don't feel like I can count on you. Like, even with kids, you know what I'm saying? If my partner don't offer to help, or don't be, like, why do I always got to cook dinner every night? Why do I always have to give the kids a bath? Why do I always have to wash the clothes? Why do I have to do everything? At some point in time, why I always got to put the kids down for a nap? Why do I always got to make sure they in their shower? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not meeting me, I'm doing life alone. And you're here and you're my partner, but you're not helping me. And I think that even like as two business-minded people, like, it's so important for you to have your own thing going on. Because if you don't, that partnership can get overwhelming for your other partner, because you always in a 411. Like, please,
I think I can have
something to do.
I feel like I can have something to do and still be in your 411.
I can have something to do and still be in your 411, but you're not finna be all up on my back. Like, if you don't have something that you're working for, and you don't have no drive, and you don't have no grit, and you don't have nothing that you want to do, I think that sometimes that's how relationships end up unequally yoked, to where now this partner feel like they in control of you. Or I think that's also how people are driven away, because you're so draining. You're always here. You always in my business. Like, not even like that.
I want my person in my, like, not, I don't know what you mean by, like.
I mean, like, if I can't go nowhere without you, like, if I can't do nothing without you, I can't go to have a cup of coffee, a cup of Joe with my girls. I can't go with my homegirls to dinner down, or you got to be there with me. Like,
please don't.
Please don't do that. And I think that sometimes that could be draining in a partnership too. That's why I say,
I don't know who your man finna be, but don't think you coming to dinner with us. No.
Like, you know, like, you have to have your own thing. You have to have your own business too. Like, you have to have something that you're working for.
And me, for my partner, I
want you to be successful. I want you to have something that you're doing, something that you're, like, I want to help you build whatever you're passionate about. And I want you to help me build whatever I'm passionate about. But find your own passion, because because you can't. My passion is mine.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like what I like. You're not gonna want to do what I do. We're not the same person. So I expect that you will have what you want to do.
Yeah, and all these things tied together. And how they physically can drain you, because money affects how, safe you feel. And when you don't feel safe, that falls on you, like your relationship.
I think money tells you how safe you feel. I think having a partner that you can trust and know, like, we had an argument today, but we still good. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when you mention mental health, people always think like, oh, mental health is a crisis. We need to call the hotline, 311, whatever the number is. I don't know. But if you need mental health,
211.
211, 311.
Not the 311.
But I think that if all of those are disconnected, I think that mental health is not always a crisis. I think that you could literally drain somebody's mental health by just not being a supportive partner, not realizing that the way that you're loving me.
And that just doesn't like come into partnership or whatever. That comes into how all these things tie together. And like the money weighs on one thing, which drains that. Because if I'm stressed out about my money, now I'm looking at you like, I think that's how, we can tie them all together and how it drains your mental health. If I'm stressed out here, this is stressing me out, and now I'm just
But
down.
I even think like money in itself could drain your mental health. But I also think that a partnership can also drain your mental health. If you have a partner that constantly you arguing with them every time, right? You don't feel safe when y'all argue. You know that what's coming after y'all argue. Number one, you don't feel safe to share with them. You don't feel safe in that space that y'all in. You draining my mental health. This is a mental, and it's not a crisis, but I cannot even rest. I cannot even feel. Every day is overwhelmed because I feel like I'm not getting enough help. I feel like you don't see me. I feel like you're not supporting me. You're not loving me in my love language. You don't know the ways that I want to be loved. So you're not you're not filling my cup. My cup is empty. And have you ever like been quenching for thirst, but you don't have nothing in your cup? So now you just got dehydration. Dehydration is a hell of a thing. Like to feel dehydrated, it'll kill you. Imagine being dehydrated in your partnership, and then now not only dehydrating your partnership, you might have money issues that you can't even go to your partner to help you. Like all of that is enough to drive a person insane.
So let's talk about the signs that people ignore when they're going through these things. Like you ignore like how you can ignore how snappy you are. And like I said earlier, everything triggers you. Like people that ain't even bothering you, yelling at people in the like, God, all of that, you know what I'm saying? All of those things are not always.
Yeah, because it's not one thing, it's a combination of all things.
Of
and
all
now
things.
You got to deal with every single thing that just keep coming around and keep coming around. And then they're like, wow, you so mad. You so angry. I noticed you've been snapping lately. You noticed I needed help.
You start procrastinating more too. Like, I don't feel like I'm finna do this right now because I got this.
I think that you're so overwhelmed that you don't want to do it really. And you have to do it, so you wait to the last minute to do it because now you just like, you know what? I am tired. I really, and the responsibilities, they don't go away. You still have to do them. You have to keep doing them.
For real. And or even when like after you like get over a hurdle, you still don't feel okay. Like, I know something else is coming. So you're not even feeling satisfied with just even handling the one thing that you handle because you know something else is coming behind it.
And I think like even with that, and that's why, like, sometimes you be like, I just want to disappear. And people be like, why would you say that?
Not die. You're not trying to die.
I ain't trying to die. I'm not suicidal, but I just want to disappear. And sometimes that's why people sit in their car. They sit in. So one time I drove up and I didn't have no music on or anything. I just sat in my car. I just sat there for like 5 minutes and I just decompressed.
That is definitely I haven't really been like in that place since I moved out here. But when I lived out there, I would literally pull up from work and sit. And sometimes it'd be like 20 minutes. Like before I even enter this house and enter because it's like I just came from work. That's one thing, and now I have to enter the house, and that's a whole nother thing. So I need that minute. I need that 20, 30. I need to sit here before I take on to my next task.
Yeah.
That's like a break.
I think like when you think about it, most people don't want money. They don't want a perfect relationship. They just want a relief. Like they just want help from somebody. They want somebody to be like, hey, I see that you've been busy. I see that you're overwhelmed. How can I help you? And sometimes you can just ask, how can I help you? And help will look different. Like sometimes help might be just, can you wash the clothes and fold them? Can you get a baby a bath tonight? Or any little things. Just even if it's not just giving a baby, even if y'all don't have kids and you just like, I grabbed all your things and I washed out all your nail tech brushes.
Chop the lettuce to the top.
I prepped everything. I knew you were making this for dinner. I chopped up everything so that when you go in, all you have to do is cook. It's just like, help me. Please. Oh, I left you some money on the counter so you can go get a pedicure. I know you've been wanting your toes done. Like, just the little things will be so helpful. So it's not like...
And relieving.
And it's like, I don't want to be taken out the situation. I just want some relief. Can you give me some relief, please? I am feeling overwhelmed. And I think maybe sometimes we don't even talk about it because it's just like, nothing's really wrong, but something is wrong. But am I complaining if I bring it up?
It's okay.
And I don't really want to bring it up. But it's just like, it should be a safe space. If you're feeling overwhelmed inside, that's not something that you should really just hold in. Like I remember I sat on the couch the other day and the TV was going. I mean, my eyes was looking at the TV.
But you weren't even there.
But I wasn't watching the TV.
Different for you.
And I watched TV so hard. You know what I'm saying? And I rewinded like 5 times. Like, I keep missing what's happening. And my niece had came in and she was like, "Are you okay, auntie?" And I said, "Huh?" And she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because you was staring at the TV, but you wasn't watching it." At all. And I said, "You know what? I wasn't watching TV. I was thinking about like the 7 things. I was thinking about the fact I had no car. I was thinking about the fact that my money was tripping. Like it was acting very hilarious. And I was like, wow, why are you laughing at me? What I do
You're
to you?
Funny.
You know what I mean? You funny. My money was tripping. And it was just like the kids was literally screaming. It was just like I was gone. And I didn't realize I was gone until she said it. And I said, this ain't finna get me. Hold up. Let me get up out of this. And I literally had to get up out of it like, oh yeah, I'm good. Let me figure out. I said, I'm finna write down everything that I need to do. I'm gonna write down everything that's really like in my brain because now you fumbling my brain and I don't really play like that. So stop trying to get up in my brain. Don't get up in here. So I wrote it down and I said, I'm finna check everything off on this list. And then I started to check it off and then slowly but surely I started feeling like, okay, it's all good, you know, but I think it's important to notice the signs. And if you in a relationship, have a partner that notices the signs. And that's really like in touch with that.
So I feel like in everything, if you're feeling heavy, it's not because you're failing. It's literally because you're carrying too much. You got to like lighten your load in some way, shape, or form. It's too much for you. Don't feel like you're like losing it, you know?
Yeah, and I think like it would be important like if you are in a partnership, ask them, you know, tell them what you need. Don't be like, no, I'm good or I'm all right. Like, and sometimes if you are the partner that sees that your other partner is overwhelmed, maybe don't wait for them to ask. Maybe start doing those little things that you know that they may need help with, those little things that you don't normally help with. Like, start doing that. Start being a help to them. Start doing the little things because it's really the little things that make a big difference and can bring a person out from being overwhelmed to being like, I feel seen. And we just want to feel seen. And then for us, deciding what stress is aligned and what stress is not. What can we control? what can we not control? And I think that's like little tiny what I did when I wrote down the things like, what can I do? What can I control? How can I like really get past this?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important. That you have to make a shift and really decide what you're gonna tolerate and what you're not gonna tolerate.
Yes.
Like, okay, in this relationship, I don't like when you ignore me. If you're mad, tell me that you're mad. Tell me you need some time, and let's set a time on it. But I don't want to be ignored.
Yeah.
And out of respect, somebody that loves you is not going to continue to do that. Somebody that cares about you is not going to continue to ignore you if you say, this is how this makes me feel. You know what I'm saying? So kind of just setting those boundaries. But I think like if you're carrying too much all at once, figure out what you need to carry.
Yeah.
Figure out what you can put down. And figure out what don't need to be on the plate.
Yeah.
Because something on a scale is too heavy. And you got to balance that scale out. And if you're not paying attention to what's on each side of these scales, like that can come off so you can balance it, that's how you end up overwhelmed. That's how you feel unbalanced.
Drained out or, tired. So, yeah.
Okay, so send this episode to somebody who's been saying, I'm good, but really isn't. And I know you have at least one girlfriend or a guy friend that, doesn't really verbalize what they're going through, but maybe they need you to step in and say, hey, I noticed this, and how can I help you? How can I be there? Or how can I be what you need me to be? You know what? And then ask yourself, what's weighing on me?
What is it? Yeah, like, what is it? Definitely.
Is there something weighing on me? Do I need to have a conversation with my partner? Like, is my mental health in check? Not just a crisis mental health that I've gone crazy, but my mental health just feeling like, ooh, I'm okay. I'm not drained. Yeah. Feeling drained and overwhelmed is a part of your mental health. Take care of yourself, ladies.
And gentlemen.
Yeah. And until next time.
See you later, girlfriend.
Peace.
We keep it real, we keep it true.